The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 25. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Handoff to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to Johnson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The 12th man, more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Still looking, on the move. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And tackled there by the defense. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Start start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Concepcion. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fair catch. Called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's in open space downfield. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Moss. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Hines is tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster outline. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a running room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're going to get some of this with this guy, and that's okay. You live with it as an offense. He'll make some big, enormous plays for your team. But this time, man, just too much dancing. Trying to make a big play, trying to get out of the situation. Nice job by the defense corralling him and getting him on the ground.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Cooper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
The 12th man, Warden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Oh, better look out! Oh, out of space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Reed. That's reeled in. It's Bussey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. For a first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that first down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, SMU 10.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Buys a little extra time. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Sure hands, it's Singleton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
To the air on first down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. And the Mustangs pick up the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's nice. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Looking for the score! And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Quarterback keeper. He's loose. There he goes. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Run it with the fullback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans.